Guys, do you want the best calendar you've ever seen in your life?
Do you want to have the best Secret Santa present you'll ever give in your life?
And you'll have 12 months of fun flipping through every month next year.
And also, all the proceeds go to Mind Charity.
Yep. And not only that, you get to look at our sweet, beautiful faces every single month in a different location.
And as you can see, it is an X-rated calendar.
Who wants to pick a month then? Come on, boys. Let's show them what we're about.
Let's show them Feb.
February.
We always show Feb.
Oh, do we? What's Feb?
Yeah, we showed that one already.
Let's show October.
Okay, do
Halloween.
October.
What's the Halloween going to do?
October.
Okay, let's show November.
Let's show July.
Okay, right. July.
I'll whoop his ass in July.
Guys, whilst we find July, it's a tenner, and it's a great present.
Oh, what a fucking bit of calendar footage that is.
Oh, do you know Tom went to America?
Yeah, there you go. Captain America.
Yeah. Get yours now using the YouTube shop down below or the link in the description. It costs a tenner. As Tom said, all profits go to Mind. And get your Secret Santa present today.
Football happened over the weekend. Everyone enjoy that?
Football, Chris. Hey, football, man. I love football.
It was all right for you in the corner, but not great for us. But anyway, let's talk about the biggest game of the weekend. I wasn't here to watch it with you guys, but I do know what happened.
Great second half.
I didn't watch the second half. I watched the first half. I was driving back.
So you watched the shit half?
He listened. No, he watched it on the radio.
Yeah,
he watched it on the radio.
I did watch it on the radio, actually. Yeah. Thoughts on the game, guys?
I thought Man United fully deserved it.
From what I heard in the second half, it sounded like they did, and certainly.
I think we were with the 5 minutes before the game ended. We were both saying this game, the draw is deserved.
Yeah, but
do you know what I mean?
But if you look back at the chances United missed, the Diallo 1-on-1, Bruno 1-on-1.
Yeah, the chip that he missed.
They had an XG like 2.2 or something.
That's crazy. Etihad as well. Actually, to be fair,
second half they were the better team. I thought first half
by far the better team in the second
First half they didn't really offer much, but then City just looked devoid of ideas. They're so slow in the final third. Like, when Grealish come on, I don't want to kick him out while he's down, but just like that, the corners he was putting, like everything was just.
But even Bruno was struggling with corners as well, right?
I mean,
to be fair, if you're a Premier League footballer and you still can't get past the first man, that's
because like first half Foden had glimpses, didn't he? Like a few dribbles here and there, and you thought City look all right.
Yeah, nearly scored that deflected one off.
And like
Gavardio's head was
Carl Walker, it's time to learn Chinese, buddy, because you are done at this level.
Going to go to the Chinese Super League.
It's a quote, isn't it?
Is it?
It's what they said it's the NBA. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Chinese in Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
You probably scored a Saudi, Tom, more than China.
Yeah.
It's time to learn Arabic, brother.
Forgive and forget it's Christmas, guys.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Merry Shitmas. I'm not gay.
Is it the start of a good reign under Amrim?
Well, he's got a good run of games now, hasn't he?
He has. Yeah. Bournemouth home.
To be fair, in fairness to him, he made a bold decision leaving out Rashford and Garnacho.
Completely
out of the squad. And he said it was for. He said it
was reasons with the dressing room, like
something to do with the dressing room.
It was like basically won't get on with players.
But is that?
And then they reckon Garnacho's the leaker of the team.
Yeah, that's why. Is that why he's been
maybe? But
on the wrist?
That's worrying if they're playing badly, and then also
but it's also worrying for them that Man United went on and won with a lot of togetherness
without them. So
they're going to struggle. I wonder if they play midweek.
Yeah,
well,
that's
Rashford
a very good point.
Do you not just sell them completely at that point? Huh? Like if someone's been a dickhead like that, don't you just sell them straight off?
I think Rashford's more likely to go than Garnacho.
Do you reckon? I think Garnacho's got more. I think you get more money for Garnacho though.
But I feel like Rashford deserves a chance at a different club.
Whereas I think they want to keep Garnacho and
you get rid of the rot.
I don't think
that's what you do. You get rid of the rot, otherwise it spreads.
Yeah, I think that's a bit harsh.
Nah, it's true, man.
Is Mr. Manchester United for the last half a decade?
Is he not? Well, how in that case he's failed as his role of Mr. Manchester United?
Well, he's the biggest PR merchant on the squad, isn't he?
That's the problem. Like he hasn't reached the levels that he should.
What's the official term for that? The poster boy of everything good about the club.
He did have a level at where he's supposed to be for like every other season.
Yeah. It was only a drop off
season, man.
Yeah,
he is genuinely a really good footballer and should be scoring like 10 to 15 goals in the Premier League each season.
There's two players who I think Arsenal should go after in January.
I would like Rashford.
Jack Grealish and Rashford for that left-hand side.
Oh.
Replace Martinelli. I think Martinelli's...
I know, but the way you play, the way your wingers track back, Rashford ain't doing that.
Or we could buy Matthias Cunha.
Yeah, Cunha's a better shout. Rashford ain't doing that, bro.
But that's what he needs. If he sorts out the attitude
Theo,
of not running back.
He's 28? Well, how old's Rashford now? Like,
She can't be 20.
Why is he suddenly going to start running back?
How old's Rashford?
These players have habits and traits.
26.
Unfortunately, that's who they are.
Jack Grealish would do the run.
27.
Jack Grealish would, but I think Grealish is better central. Is he what you need out wide?
Doesn't get that opportunity.
Isn't Grealish more? Grealish is more similar to a Saka in terms of a bit more technical, and Martinelli's a runner. Surely you want someone with a bit more athleticism on that left.
Well, that's why Rashford was suited, but he's just not.
He's just going to do the defence. The way you play with your, I just can't see Rashford suiting Arsenal. And would he? But I don't know.
You turn players round. Like, you can turn them around. Do you know what I mean? Like,
you can, but how many managers does Rashford have, and he just doesn't run back? So that isn't just a pattern you can change. He hasn't got that in him to want to do it. Running back is in you. Like you've got to want to do that.
But there was one kid for Manchester United who was running back,
he's so
running forward, the shining light. He played so fucking well.
He's
Amad
so
Diallo.
good. He's so good.
Yeah, he's brilliant.
Like the touch over Edison for that the winning goal as well.
Yeah, he's now going to nail that position, isn't he?
Yeah,
I think after that.
Every game.
Because obviously he tried him at wing back. He didn't complain. He just did his job, played well.
How old is Diallo? Young.
He's young. He's 20. Producer?
Sorry, I was...
He's so good.
He's brilliant. But again, that's what you want in the team.
22.
22, okay.
I don't know.
But he was brilliant at Sunderland, but you thought, is he going to be able to change that?
How good was he at Sunderland?
Yeah.
I didn't watch London, but I heard very, very good things.
But you never know in the Championship up to Prem. Yeah. And he didn't just come from Championship to Prem. He's gone to Man United. Like that's a big step up to
Spotlight as well, yeah.
Because he was a big move originally from Atalanta, wasn't it? Yeah. Like, as a kid. He's had a lot of pressure on him.
There.
Yeah, it's just unlucky isn't it?
You know, if you look back at it, it's the Chelsea boys. Reece James, Chilwell, Mason Mount. These injuries just... That's torture, you know.
Well, they're recurring ones, aren't they? You're
so heartless with it, man.
What?
You are so heartless. You were laughing at me as you was coming.
I didn't laugh. That's not true. I didn't laugh at all. I don't find it funny when players get injured. I just think
it's so peak.
It's terrible for him, but what a stupid signing.
It's worse because Amorim actually really backs it.
He likes him a lot. Yeah.
Did you say that? But there's no way. United's best team, he gets in it. He just doesn't.
Well, it's manager's preference, isn't it?
I know, but
objectively,
you are forgetting how good Mason Mount was, and there's still a player there. But there's still a player there. He's still young.
What have we seen in the last 2 years?
He's just been played by injuries, though. Do you know what I mean? Like,
exactly. So how do we know there's still a player there?
Well, how do we know there's a player with Reece James?
I'm not saying there is.
But a lot of people do. That's true, though, isn't it?
You're asking me, though.
One player who I thought, well, obviously I know Harry Maguire had a very good game and actually has been playing very well under Amorim. He's actually been one of their better defenders. But one player who I think is slightly going under the radar for Manchester United is Garratt. I think he's been absolutely brilliant under Amorim.
He does the dirty work.
I think he's been so good.
He was decent yesterday, yeah. Yeah, he does the things you don't really notice, doesn't he? Yeah.
That's what they need. That's what they've needed for ages, though, right? They've been calling out for a player like that. And it's interesting how Kobbie Mainoo's sort of gone down the pecking order a little bit, I think.
Yeah. I mean...
he clearly isn't his favourite, which is kind of mad.
Mainoo can't do the work.
He wants to play Bruno and Garratt together. That's the thing, right? Because he says that... Well, I can't remember what interview it was or like post-match interview, but he said that Bruno's more of a player with his back away from goal. Therefore, he's better progressing the ball up the field rather than being the right forward that he actually had after Mason Mount went off.
Which I don't necessarily agree with. I think
Bruno's better further forward.
So do I.
In behind the strike. His best position is in behind the strike.
I agree.
Bruno's definitely got the ability to play deep, to play balls forward, but... I want Bruno written around the box.
Yeah, absolutely.
Personally.
But that's why the Mason Mount injury sort of forced Bruno to go a bit forward. I think is actually
you can see what he would prefer.
Yeah.
You don't just go to the Etihad and start that lineup if that's not what you'd like the team to be.
Maguire was a fucking rock.
He was so good. He was genuinely so good. What do you think of Pep's comments after the game?
What did he say?
Saying he's not good enough. As in, Pep is not good enough.
I fucking agree.
I mean,
Do you not think Lewis?
he's deflecting from his players.
Yeah, also he's being self-deprecating in a sense that everyone knows that Pep Guardiola is one of the best managers the league's ever seen.
World's ever seen.
Yeah.
But if he comes around and goes,
it's the players. He looks like a bitch, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And also, what are you going to kick? Are you going to kick the players while they're down after they've just won you 4 titles in a row and a treble? And
yeah, exactly.
They just run out.
They're tired. It's an age. It's just the end of their cycle. I think
Gary Neville put it quite well, actually. I listened to it this morning. He said, if you actually think about it, those players who've been running for Pep for the last how many years, they've had 2-3 weeks off a year. For the last 5 years. They're playing in every final, playing every game.
They're
playing
burnt out.
their countries every month or two. They're playing in the Euros, World Cups.
And they're missing their biggest
Best player.
and their biggest.
And also, if we do want to be harsh, because we always praise him, his signings haven't been great.
No.
Like Savinho hasn't really.
They started off bright, didn't they?
You can see a player in there, great.
Gundogan was a mistake.
Gundogan's been a mistake. Even Doku's got sparks, but mate, he hasn't set the world alight. Nunes,
but
Phillips, their recent signings have not been good, man.
The Nunes one was interesting because I'm looking at the bench. Like, would you have not rather have played like a Simpson Pusey or something?
Yeah, there was.
They just like Nunes at left back or left wing back. He did all right up until his mistake as well.
Yeah, I think that is Pep. He's trying something, isn't he?
But also,
what they're doing
he's
working. So
I can understand it a bit though, because didn't Simpson Pusey start against Sporting when under Amorim, who beat them 4-1? So
he's trying. He's just trying something different, ain't he? But yes.
Do you not think it's completely like 90 degree from what we've just been talking about? But do you not think it's crazy that the Manchester derby's just happened and not a single thing has been spoken about Erling Haaland?
He got pocketed the whole game. He barely.
No, but I mean, like it's now getting to a point where it's like.
In fairness, though, are we surprised? Like, if he doesn't get service, he doesn't affect the game, does
I totally agree.
And he's supposed to get man marked by 3 defenders.
I mean, he was poor. But I don't expect Haaland to
really do anything
in the game. Like he's.
But that's 1 win in 11 games for City now.
That's fucking mad.
You have the worst
including
points.
8 losses.
With the expectation of the team as well, that is like, other than Pep Guardiola, someone else would be sacked in that situation.
You have the worst points per game in the league.
That is true.
Yeah.
I think it's out of the last 10. It's like worst points per game.
They've dropped 20.
If Maresca went on that run, he'd get sacked.
Yeah, 100%.
No, I think it's in the worst in the league.
Yeah.
They're worse off than Southampton.
They are starting to. I know. Up until maybe a week or so ago, like they were still like second, they were still third.
They're starting to fall away.
They're starting to drop now. They're down to 5th. Who have City got next?
I think
Villa away.
So Villa can overtake them if they win.
Yeah.
For such a crazy fall off like this, is it just literally like the players? Like it has to be like their mentor, like just losing it and not holding that bottle in the moment.
It's psychological. It's losing a guy that lost only 1 game in 74 matches.
And now they're drained.
I don't think it's drained. I think they still
mentally and physically drained.
I think it's like more mental, where it's like now this run's happening. It's like sort of having to. It's like if you're going on loads of nights out and you're not shagging every time, then you get like the mental. You got the mental block now. You're lacking that belief.
You know about that,
I know about that lacking of belief. And you stop trying to pull because you know you're not going to do it.
I'd say it's closer to like, you know how like Southampton got 5 and did you watch the first half of that game?
I've seen the goals. But I was watching Chelsea.
I've seen the highlights. Yeah.
Once they conceded 1, it was just getting piled on.
Yeah.
They were like they were in a rut and they physically couldn't do anything. That it seems extreme, but that's what it's like at City right now. Everything is just on top of them, and they just can't get out.
So the Southampton one will be after their performance against Liverpool the other week, and they still lose. It's like
it's relentless.
What can we do?
It's relentless, exactly.
And then City at the minute, it's like. Obviously, they got the goal. They went 1-0 up, and they looked okay, but
they weren't creative.
They weren't creative. And then one goes in, and then the second goes in straight away, and it's just like
you called it on the game. As soon as that,
as soon as the first one went in, you could tell, they were going to score again. But
it's so funny. Like
it's mad, but it's mad though, isn't it? This team who. I think this run actually goes to show how amazing 4 in a row is.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So they're finally, after 5 seasons, burnt out. Like I think that's incredible, but
showing life being human.
That's what Roy Keane said, right? He said, "I thought this had come 2 years
Gary
prior."
Said exactly the same.
Really?
Yeah.
Because that's why it's never been done, and it probably will never be done again. 4 in a row, it's fucking mental.
Which included a treble in there as well.
Yeah,
shove a treble in there.
It depends.
They lost 21 points this year, and they dropped 23 all of last season.
Really?
But he's just going to go and get Bruno G in
Not getting
January.
fucking Bruno G.
He's going to get Bruno G and Lewis Hall.
Mate, you're having a sale fire in January, mate.
We don't have to sell, Gabby.
Now, the thing with us, Bruno G's really emotional. I think I said it to you yesterday. It's like, if we're in January and we lose 3 in a row, he's going to fucking leave. But if we win 3 in a row, you'll be like, yeah, I want to be a club
Bruno
legend.
G is just the perfect Manchester City player.
Yeah, he does suit.
I am scared. I am scared because we are in a
It's
situation.
exactly what Arsenal need as well.
Because we are in a situation
That would
where he
be
does have a
funny.
price. Like, if they offered like 100 odd
All
million.
your players have a price in Newcastle.
Yeah, this is the annoying thing.
you know how
It
football
shouldn't be. It
transfer
shouldn't be
markets
like
work?
that. We have enough money. We just need the money in to spend.
Exactly. So your players are up for sale,
not
mate.
Bruno
You
G,
you
man.
can go get Elliot Anderson back from Forest. He's really good, man.
Jordi Maradona.
Get Minter back.
Fucking
Should
hell.
we-
Get Shearer back in his boots.
Do you want to? Should we talk about Newcastle, Lewis?
Yeah, man, we're back. We actually are back.
Do you think you're the most, like,
Are you the
objectively
most
speaking?
reactionary
Yeah,
fan
yeah, the
ever?
most
Eddie
fickle
Howe's
fan.
displayed he can do what Guardiola and Arteta
What,
can't.
beat Leicester?
Turn it around when things are going bad.
You're still 12.
beat Leicester?
He is finally. Our major issue, if you look at Newcastle, is Tonali, Bruno do not work together.
No, your
And
major
finally,
issue is travelling away from home.
No. That's not be.
By the way, sorry, just touch on the. You know, Man United is still in 13th, Newcastle are 12th. What's fucking? I didn't realize how close it still is.
Yeah.
Newcastle in 12 are 4 points of City in 5th.
Yeah.
it is crazy, isn't it?
That middle of the table is super
It's a
congested.
good season.
Two wins and bounce for Newcastle. I think it'll be 5th.
Yeah, it's exciting.
And
That is
very
exciting.
much happened because you what Brentford away next.
And Man
Yeah.
City could be.
No. That's
no.
cup. That's cup.
No, they already got battered by Brentford.
If Man
Yeah.
City lose to Villa,
Oh, yeah.
which is entirely
Newcastle
possible.
have got Ipswich.
Yeah,
next week.
yeah.
Man City lose to Villa, they're in 7th, maybe 9th if Brighton, Fulham or Bournemouth win. Next thing you know, they're bottom half
Ahead
the
of
table.
ahead of City at Christmas.
They might go down without the charges.
Mate. I mean, Ipswich
slow.
are only 15 points off them.
Who?
Ipswich.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Let's not do it.
Not too far.
We're forgetting they won last week.
Yeah, we are forgetting that.
Who?
On purpose.
City.
Oh, right, yeah.
But to be fair, they're talking about bottom half.
We pressure on Newcastle
who
quickly.
did they beat last week?
Because after that
Oh,
we're
right,
doing
sorry, the
top
Crystal
10.
Palace 2-2 is good.